Hey everybody, how's it going? I am making dinner. I am very late with my filming today because I stopped at my sister's to see the baby Zyla. She is almost cleared from having birth, or from giving birth. I think she goes to the doctor this week. So what is that, 6 weeks? The baby's 6 weeks old? 8 weeks, I forget. It's been a while, but she's getting so big, and I just wanted to sneak a peek and hang out with the kids. So I'm not gonna do as much as I thought, but you know, it's just the top of the week. Let's not stress ourselves out. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit. I'm starting this week. I'm going to be dipping into the more spiritual side this year. So if you aren't somebody that likes prayer, I'm going to do these messages, just talking to you one-on-one, trying to help you better yourself. Not that I'm perfect. I'm always working on myself, but through my life experience, I'm getting older now. I just like to share with you some knowledge. So I'm going to do a message like I used to do when we were walking around outside. I just find it gets my thoughts in order when I walk around. So we're walking around my apartment because it's literally 8 degrees outside right now. 8. Yeah, so we're not going out there. No, it's freezing. It's so cold that my heat's on, and I still, like anybody from a northern place, like it doesn't matter how much the heat is on when it gets this cold. And we're expected to dip a little bit through the night. And the last of, by the way, Google the East Coast storm. It looks like a giant dick. I'm not even fucking shitting you. The shape of this winter storm looks like a giant shaft with perfect balls. We've all been laughing hysterically. It's like Mother Nature's showing its dick. I'm not even shitting you. Pause this, Google East Coast, or you can put like upstate New York storm, because we're getting blasted by it, and just look at the shape of it. Started a couple days ago. Today's actually the last day of it, but we've had a giant dick across our map on the news every day, and try to keep a straight face, because there's no it couldn't look like anything else but a dick and balls. The shape of the fucking storm on the map. I shit you not. Mother Nature is hilarious. If you didn't think nature had a sense of humor, well, honey, child, you ain't looking hard enough. Gave us the dick this week. Mother Nature gave us a giant dick right across our map, and it's kind of hilarious to see the meteorologists trying to act like professionals, pretending that there isn't a giant dick shape behind their face, and if they just turn their head this way. Hilarious! I had a great time watching the weather over the last couple days, but I'm a sick pervert in a comedian sense, so not in like a nasty sense. I can't, that's all I see. Let me know if you see something else, because I've asked everyone, and everyone laughed hysterically. And I didn't even say what I thought it was. They're like, that's literally a dick and balls. I'm like, I rest my case. Anyway, but apart from giving you a giggle, this message is, why am I talking about and promoting musicians that, especially ladies, and I don't mean to exclude men from this. There are a lot of male musicians that promote body positivity, and they have their own struggles as well. But I just think, as far as a woman, we have so much pressure with like the Hollywood chicks and the fucking musicians, and they all look like, you know, a certain way. And no matter where you're from, I think at some point in every girl's life, they look at themselves and they look at the standard of what beautiful is supposed to be, and they find in themselves a shortcoming, which leads to low self-esteem. So I am always trying to promote that you love yourself and you find your own characteristics. But I could preach about that all day. But why? Why is it important to love yourself? Why does it help you to have a good relationship with how you feel about yourself? Here's why. When you love yourself, nobody on this earth is going to be able to give you less than your worth. And what I mean by that is, when I was not good with myself, I would take people back who cheated on me. And I'm not saying that people who cheat can't change. They absolutely can, but the circumstances were obvious. Anyone with a brain in their head would know that that person had no respect for me. They were feeding me a load of shit, and I just couldn't, I didn't have the strength in myself to either be alone or to be rejected. And so I tolerated less than I deserved because of my shortcomings in myself. When I love myself, like I do now, I'm comfortable being single. I'm comfortable with rejection. I'm okay being denied, and it doesn't hang me up anymore. And I don't tolerate. I'm never going to date someone who treats me like shit because I love myself. I was treated like shit before because I didn't love myself. I didn't know what loving myself was. And it absolutely makes a difference in your friendships, in your relationships, and how your employers treat you, other employees, how people in your community treat you. If you allow people to walk all over you, if you allow people to belittle you, or if you belittle yourself to everybody. Granted, I'm a comedian, and my fallback is make fun of myself before everyone else can make fun of me. I think that's very healthy, like especially if you trip and it's embarrassing and you make a joke out of it and you're the first to laugh. But I feel like that's a strong person. They can get up and pick themselves up. But I'm not talking about that in the sense of I'm such a freak of nature, nobody will deal with me, or I'm a hot mess. Like saying these bad things about ourselves and how we project negatively can also repel people that are good for us away from us. Low vibrational people aren't exactly fun to be around. They're very melancholy, and when you don't love yourself, you get in that melancholy, woe is me, I'm the victim of everything, or and that comes with depression, and everybody goes through that, and it's okay to go through that, but it's a point in your life where you have to learn looking at yourself and seeing all the great things about yourself. That takes work for me. I'm somebody who, I came up in the dance world. I had severe eating disorders. I'm not at all obese, but because I am pudgier than I used to be, I've again had to kick up all of this self-esteem stuff. And over the past year, I had to reteach myself how to love. So I love myself and value myself and be okay in my own skin and feel sexy in my own way. Like I had to stop looking left and looking right at what is sexy and what is good. Women struggle the most with this. So I just want to shout out to all women, we all have things, okay? We're all going to sit there and as women look in the mirror and say first all the things that we don't like. We very rarely stand in the mirror and say all the good things that we like first. It's like we're programmed as women to naturally nitpick, and I don't know what that is about us, but we need to correct it, because it doesn't matter what your friend looks like or what someone else looks like on TV. Beauty comes from the inside. When you're somebody who loves themselves, when you're somebody who treats others good and treats yourself good, when you take care of yourself, that's fucking sexy to the right people. When you are somebody who can make a room laugh, when you're somebody who has a talent and you're not afraid to go for it, when you're somebody who isn't afraid to march to their own beat despite what everyone else is doing, that's fucking sexy. It's not about dressing a certain way or fitting a mold. It's about waking up every day and being completely satisfied with what you're doing and what you're dressed and how you look. And stop berating yourself. Having this healthy relationship with yourself only elevates you. It puts you in a better, not that anyone's a better or worse quality, but it puts you in a better quality of company. The more high vibrational people you hang out with, the more high vibrations the room transmits, and you just shine together. So people who are sad tend to stick with people who are sad. People who are uplifted tend to stick with people who are uplifted, and that can change your life. So you can stay in a low and berate yourself, or you can love yourself and elevate it. But it always starts in here. Love yourself in here, and then love the outside.